Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. Installing a hitch on your Porsche Cayenne can lead to some amazing adventures, such as biking, camping, or road trips to your favorite destination. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer just about anywhere in North America. Now let's take a look at how I completed this install. You will need the following tools or supplies to complete this installation. We will begin this installation with the tailgate up so we can remove our tail lights. You need to pry off the plastic tail light cover to expose the fasteners. Use a flathead screwdriver. Gain access at the lower corner by pulling out the first tab gently. Push down gently on the rubber edge and pry outward for the second tab. Now pry inward and then outward. You can now remove the two fasteners using a T30 Torx bit. On some models, a third bolt can be found hiding behind this plastic trim that looks like a speaker cover. We will use a plastic trim panel to pry it out to gain access to the 10mm fastener. Inside this hole, you will find the 10mm fastener. You will need a long extension with your 10mm socket in order to remove this fastener. If the fastener does not come out of the vehicle body with the socket, you may need to use a magnet tool to retrieve it. Take care not to lose this fastener in the vehicle body. With all the fasteners removed, we can now remove the tail light from the vehicle and remove the electrical connection behind it. You can now remove this fastener with a T25 Torx bit. You can now remove a fastener from underneath the door stop using our T30 Torx bit and a bit extender. If you do not have a bit extender, a 1/4-inch socket will hold the bit. Now repeat on the other side. On the passenger side third tail light bolt, you may need an additional short or medium extension. On the passenger side, you can remove this access cover to gain access to the two antenna connections that we need to remove for the fascia removal later on. You can detach the adapters from the vehicle body clip. You can use a small screwdriver to depress the tiny tab in order to separate the two adapters. There is a final trim clip holding this wire harness to the vehicle body in this location. You can reach in with a trim panel tool to pry it, but you may be able to reach behind it and push it out from behind as I've done here. We're now going to remove two exhaust shields from under the vehicle. There's one on either side. Each one has 4 fasteners on the underside of the panel and one behind the tire. You will use a T25 Torx bit to remove them. You can now pull the exhaust shield from out of its position. Now repeat for your passenger side exhaust shield. You can now remove 4 more fasteners from the rear of the fascia with the T25 Torx bit. Remove 4 fasteners from the vehicle wheel well using the T25 Torx bit. You can now pull back the wheel trim to expose a plastic nut that you remove with a 10mm socket. You can now pry the fender trim out of the vehicle. There is a tab that you will need to pry up and out to continue forward with the fender trim. Be sure not to try to pry this plastic piece off, but rather this trim continues behind it, and that's what we need to grab with our offhand to pull this tab out. I'm going to prepare 3 pieces of masking tape to protect the vehicle body from the clips of the fender trim. The tab is located here. Clip number 2 is right here. Right here. You can now remove 2 fasteners underneath the fender trim with a T25 Torx bit. I will now apply some more masking tape to the fascia and body line to protect it later on when we return the fascia. Now repeat on the other side. We are now ready to remove the fascia from the vehicle. We will work from each side through the tail light and then repeat on the other side and come back to center. Clips are along here. Once you feel them release, jump to the other side and repeat these steps. Now at this point, you will need a bumper stand, some sawhorses, or a second set of hands to hold this. We're now ready to remove the previously unbuckled antenna connections from the vehicle body. Just below the air vent, you can pull the grommet from the vehicle body and pull out our previously disconnected wiring. But because there is a connection on the driver's side that we cannot gain access to, we're gonna swing our bumper out and let the bumper stand hold it while we continue forward. You can now remove 8 bumper beam bolts using an 18mm socket and an extension to gain access. Save these bolts, you will use them to install the hitch. While there is a post to hold the beam and support in place, I'm gonna leave this last bolt on the passenger side loosely installed until it is the last bolt. Now be sure to support the bumper and remove these final 2 bolts. The factory bumper beam and bracket support will not be reinstalled. The hitch will take their place. We are now ready to raise the hitch into place. I will be using this U-Haul exclusive hitch jack. If you do not have one, we recommend you get a second set of hands to support the hitch while we reinsert the hardware. You can now tighten and torque the hardware to the manufacturer's specifications, which I will link in the description below, using the same 18mm socket. You are now ready to relocate the hands-free liftgate sensor if it is present. If this area is clear, you can go ahead and move forward to the fascia trimming. Use wire snips or shears of some kind to cut the zip ties. The wand can now be pulled out of all the zip tied points and set aside. These 2 cable mounts in the center may interfere with our trimming, so let's go ahead and pry these up with a little flathead screwdriver. Find 2 identical points in the bumper to take a measurement and find your center line. You can now mark the area out to be cut and use masking tape as a straight edge and cut the area out with an air saw. It is 3.5 by 4.5 inches. You can now use a metal file to straighten up the cuts and remove any frayed plastic. We will now reposition our kick wand to wrap around our fascia trim. You will need to provide your own cable ties and cable tie mounts in order to relocate the sensor. They are not included with this hitch. We're now ready to return the fascia to the vehicle. Do remember we need to insert these wires into the vehicle body and reseat the grommet before we continue putting the fascia back on. Use the flat of your hand to push these clips in. They take a little bit of force. You can now return all the wheel trim and underbody fasteners, beginning with the two underneath the fender trim. You can now reinstall the tail lights, but first plug in the electrical adapter. Leave these hand tight until you install your third fastener and then double back to tighten these down. Use your 10mm socket and extension to place the fastener into the tail light and tighten. You can now connect the antenna connectors and place the body pin back into its access hole. Return your knockout covers. Return to tighten your two tail light bolts and then replace the cover. Now that our hitch is installed, we've pulled the vehicle onto level ground to show you some important measurements. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the receiver is 2.5 inches. From the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver is 15 inches. These measurements will help you determine the necessary length, rise, or drop of your hitch accessories like a ball mount, bike rack, ski carrier, or cargo carrier. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.